Trying to get this thing right, y'all. I need a better system over here. Can you see me now? Oh, there we go. That's better. That's better. Woo. Here we are. Hey, y'all. Welcome to my kitchen this morning. Woo. Honey, let me tell y'all, we're going to make us some buttermilk biscuits this morning. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for them buttermilk biscuits? Now, let me tell you about me making my buttermilk biscuits now. I don't really have a recipe. Well, I mean, I guess it's a recipe. But my measurements are with love. So, if you plan on making these, just measure with love. Measure with love. Get my stuff together. Play on my phone for a minute. Hey y'all, I'm over here playing on my phone this morning, getting ready to make these buttermilk biscuits. All right, the first thing I do is I got my oven preheating to 500 because you're going to need to have it on 500 to bake these biscuits. I know it seems a little high, but it's not. There we go. Trying to get things right over here, okay? All right, so let's get started on these buttermilk biscuits, okay? So what you're going to need is self-rising flour. Ooh, to start out with, you're going to need self-rising flour. We're just going to pour that in a bowl. I just like to fill my bowl up because you know what we don't use, we can just, throw it away, or you can try to save it for the next one. Sorry, something weird was going on. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to kind of make a bird nest in the middle of this. Just like a little bird nest for the little birdies. All right. So the next thing you're going to need is lard. It's vegetable shortening. I call it lard. It's like Crisco lard. And you're going to need about 2 baseball size scoops. Just put on there with your hand. Say about this much per scoop. Again, my measurements are with love. I don't have an exact recipe. But if you follow this, they should come out just fine. Okay, that's a little smaller than a baseball. A small baseball. Okay. All right. Now that we have that, you're going to need your buttermilk. Now that my hand's dirty. So you're just going to pour that over, and this is probably about a cup. I probably poured in about a cup. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side. We may need some more. Just kind of eye it. And you're just going to start mixing it like this with your hands. Just start squishing it up. Squish, squish, squish right in the middle, in the bird nest. Just squish. Move it around. And the flour will start incorporating itself in the mixture. Okay. Oops. All right. You can scrape some off the sides if you like, but just mix, squishing it with your hands, just mixing it up. Okay. And you'll see it. It'll come together. Your hands are gonna get a little messy. They're gonna get a little messy. Anyone got anything planned today? Who likes buttermilk biscuits? Ooh, get some of this off my fingers so it can get back in there. All right, that looks pretty good. We're gonna take it out of there. You're definitely gonna have messy hands, all right? All right, now just knead this dough until it finishes coming together. Oh, where's the kitty? Round. Add a little flour if you need to, if it's a little too sticky. All right, flatten it out just a little bit. Get a little of this shortening. We're gonna grease up this pan. Is everybody at work this morning? Where's everybody at? All right, got this pan ready. Now, what I do is I like a little bigger biscuit, so it's just a can of something at one point that's been cleaned and put up for my biscuit making. Go on up. Look at that. Look at that right there. Ooh, wee, isn't that good? You gonna put that right here in your pan? And you can make your biscuits whatever size you want. You can make them bigger. You can make them smaller. Just depends on what you prefer. I don't like the way that. All right, whatever dough you got left, just keep folding it and folding it out until you get all your biscuits out of there. them biscuits. Probably get 2 out of this one. I need 2 more. That's going to be perfect. 2 more biscuits. All right. Need to try to get 1 more biscuit on this. There we go. Look at that. Ooh, ain't them pretty? I could probably make 1 more biscuit out of this. Does anybody else know how to make homemade biscuits? If so, what is your recipe? Because I don't really have a recipe. Again, it's just all, there's no measurements. It's all just measured with love, with your heart. That's it. I run that into a bowl. I don't think I could fit 1 more biscuit in my pan. I cannot fit any biscuits. This is going to be a loner biscuit. All right, so with your biscuits, you're going to preheat your oven to 500. And everybody's oven is different. So you're probably going to bake your biscuits 8 to 10 minutes. Could be a couple minutes longer. Again, it just depends on your stove. Everybody's stove is different. For anyone who is just joining us, I just got finished making these biscuits right here that I'm about to put in the oven here shortly. And all you need to make these biscuits is self-rising flour, vegetable shortening. I call it lard. A lot of people do, I think, down here in the South. And buttermilk, because I make buttermilk biscuits. But you can use regular sweet milk, If that's what you have, I just prefer to use buttermilk. I like those better. I like the buttermilk biscuits. Buttermilk. Butter. Okay, I'm not going to use this because I've just sat here and played with the little dough biscuit, the biscuit dough. I can roll it up like a ball. If I had one of my kids in here, I'd throw it at their head. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I heard. I like playing with dough. No, that's why I like bacon so much. I love baking bread. Biscuits are great. Probably gonna cook up some bacon and some eggs and have a bacon egg biscuit with some butter. I don't really like cheese. I like cheese, just not that much. Ooh, I use this to clean my hands. Look at that. You do get messy. Your hands get full of dough, but that's okay. My watch battery is low. I don't know what happened to it. I had it on chargers. I didn't have it on there good enough. Ooh, gotta clean my can back up. Did anybody else's family make homemade biscuits growing up? My mama didn't make homemade biscuits. I learned this on my own. Just taught myself. I'm self-taught with most of anything I do. All right, I just threw that dough ball away. Had a couple of them I could have juggled for you. Okay, well, maybe not. Ooh, get my cup. Here we go again. My cups. Gotta have that coffee. Stay hydrated. I'm dehydrated. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put these biscuits in the oven. Again, that's 500 at 8 to 10 minutes, depending on your oven. I'm going to set my timer for 8 minutes so I can check on them. Let me put this to the side. Ooh, clean this up a little bit because I am also going to be making a banana loaf. Get these hands washed. I think I wash my hands about 50 times while I'm cooking. I always wash my hands. Wash, because they're always dirty. Always getting something on them. Ooh, especially when you're working with dough, it's very hard to keep your hands clean. It's very hard to clean them. I mean, this flour and dough just gets in your nails and everywhere. So in here, you need one of those scrub brush things. I should get one of those. I should put that on my list to buy. clean off this board. I think I'm going to make a sourdough loaf today to give away to someone. All right. Get some of this mess cleaned up. Get this buttermilk back in the fridge. And the little fridge. Little fridge is my fridge. Big fridge is for all these kids. I like to keep my stuff separated so they know to touch it. Don't touch my stuff. So I'll set that right there. Still here, y'all. Waiting on them biscuits. And I am about to start my banana bread. Let me see. For my banana bread, I'm going to be using my mixer. And I like to measure things out in grams when I can. My eggs. You're going to need 2 eggs for this banana bread recipe. And it's actually a sourdough banana bread loaf. I don't really call it. I guess it's a loaf. It's just like a little bread. It's like a bread loaf. And I always have to get my recipe out for this because there's multiple ingredients. And I'm always afraid I'm going to miss one. Sourdough starter. Yeah, we're going to need a little longer on them biscuits. I'm about to bump the time up. Actually, I added 5 more minutes to mine. Oh, phone all dirty. probably make, before I do my banana bread, I'm going to go ahead and start my sourdough loaf. I got to check on these biscuits. They are not quite done yet. Trying to make sure that I don't burn these biscuits. Can't be burning stuff. I got a lot of baking to do today. If anyone is just joining us, I have started my buttermilk biscuits. They are in the oven right now, and I am going to start a sourdough loaf here in just a second. And then after I get that started, I'm going to start on my banana loaf. So today I'm going to be making a sourdough loaf to give away to probably the ladies at the Board of Election over here in my county. I just need a few more minutes. Ooh. Sorry about that. I was trying to look up something. All right, I've got to check on these biscuits again. They still need another couple minutes, and those will be ready. Add a couple more minutes on there. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started on my sourdough loaf. And again, I measure everything out in grams with my sourdough. So after you place your bowl on your scale, you're going to want to zero that out. And we're going to add 100 grams of my sourdough starter. Gotta make sure I save some because I'm going to need it for my banana bread. Looks like I need to feed her. She's hungry. All right, I'm going to zero that out. Got to get some water. You're going to need 375 grams of warm water. Oh, I got to warm that up. And you want to make sure that you're adding warm water to your sourdough starter because it helps activate the yeast. All right, so we'll wait on that to warm up. And then, where is, find my bread flour. All right, we're going to add 375 grams of warm water. Ooh, honey, those biscuits are looking good. We're going to add another minute on those. All right. Now you're going to mix up this mixture until it looks milky. It only takes a second. Milky. Just looks milky. Then you're going to make sure that your all right. So then we are going to add 500 grams of bread flour. There we are. And you're going to need 11 grams of salt. There we go. I'd take a little bit out. Get a little excited about putting that salt in there. Check on these biscuits. All right, I think my biscuits are done. Whew. Look at this. Now, aren't those beautiful? What y'all think? Those look good, huh? Ooh, look at them biscuits. Oh, just look at that. Look at the bottoms. Oh, nice and golden. With a nice golden top. Ooh, it's still hot. All right, let me mix this up, and then we're gonna put this little biscuit back right there in the middle so it stays warm, and then we're gonna cut into it. Now, make sure that there's no dry patches in your sourdough loaf, your sourdough mixture. And when you're done with this, your dough is going to look shaggy. And that's how you want it to look, because that's how it's supposed to look. Okay? Down in there, you see? Your dough is just going to look shaggy. It's supposed to look like that. All right, then it's hard to put everything over here and remember everything I'm going to need. We're going to cover this, and it needs to sit for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we will do the first stretch and fold. And the stretch and fold is where you grab one side of the dough and you fold it over itself. And you'll do that on every corner of it. And then you will do that 4 times in 2 hours. So once you start the first one, you'll come back 30 minutes later, do the second one, 30 minutes later, do the third one, 30 minutes later, do the fourth one. So it's a 2-hour stretch and fold process. Where am I going to set this right here? Woo, biscuits look good. Those biscuits look good, y'all. I'm going to bring one over here. I'll just bring back the same one. Look at that. Homemade butter biscuits. And you know what? They don't take long. It does not take long at all to make your own homemade biscuits. Uh-oh. And they're falling apart. They're so soft and warm. Mm. Yeah, that's a good biscuit. I need to take a picture of these biscuits, y'all. Well, now the picture don't look right because I took the one of the middle. Let's put it. That's so short. There we go. Got picture. All right. I'm going to take that one back out. I'm going to eat on it. I'm hungry. Y'all hungry? I'm hungry. All right. I got that sourdough loaf over there started. I'm almost thinking maybe I should make two. Could make two. I don't know if I got enough starter. Let me get my banana loaf started. Again, I got my recipe out for that because I'm afraid I'm going to forget something. All right. What you're going to need to make your sourdough banana loaf, you're going to need your sourdough starter. Let me read that out. Hold on. 100 grams. So 100 grams of sourdough starter. You're going to need your bananas. And it's best to use bananas that are ripe. The riper, the better. But you know what? If you don't have ripe bananas, just use what you have. It's okay. It will still turn out okay. And you're going to need about 375 grams of banana. Make sure that your scale is zeroed out. I don't know how many bananas you would need exactly. It really depends on the size of your bananas. So I guess about 1.5 cups smashed. If I was taking a guess. I mean, because right now this would be the third banana. And that's 287 grams. And we need 375. This is perhaps the best banana bread I've ever had, the one that I make. Maybe it's because I make it. Make it with love. That's what my mama says. That's why things are good. Because she makes it with love. So that's what I do. Look at that. 375. And had to cut a little baby piece off. That's good. Good banana. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is put in 225 grams of brown sugar. Now, you can use light or brown sugar. It doesn't matter which one you use. So just pick the one you like. And I only have the dark. I usually have both, but I ran out of light, so I'm going to use dark. It is 225 grams. Seems like a lot, doesn't it? But it's about 1 1/4 cups if you're using cups. That is exactly 225. All right, we're going to need 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And I got this big old bottle from Costco. Come on. Here's my half. Who else loves bacon? You know what? Bacon is one of my favorite things to do. I can make a living off of it. I would. I'd just bake all day long. All right. Then you're going to need 2 eggs. 2 eggies. And 250 grams of all-purpose flour. Where is my, oh, here it is. That's about roughly 2 cups. This bag is bigger than me. There we go. All right. Then you're going to need 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. Hey, if you guys have any questions or just want to chit chat, leave me a comment. Hit up the chat, the live chat. I will answer all the questions that I can. That was 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda. I better preheat my oven. That's what I better do. 360. Preheat it to 360. And I need 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And about 125 grams of oil, and you can use whatever oil you want. I have extra virgin olive oil, so that's what I'm going to use. I also use avocado oil when I have it. 125 grams. There we go. And 1/4 cup of milk. I didn't get my milk out. Here we are. 1/4 cup of milk. And this is just regular whole milk. Whole milk's what I have. I have used oat, so you can put in oat milk if you like. Or almond milk. I haven't used almond milk, but, you know, I think most milks work. Just whatever milk you prefer. All right. That is all your mixture right there. I'm going to put this over here. Put in my attachment. Make sure I lock it. And we're going to turn that on. That's what I was trying to avoid, y'all. I do it every time. Every time. So now we have a little less ingredients. I don't know why I do that every time. I know better. I know better. Just makes a mess, and now I got a big old mess to clean up. Be sure to start it out on low, where that's going to happen. Start it out on a 1. Can't believe I just did that. I can't believe I just did that, because I'm always doing stuff like that. Lord. All right. Once the flour is incorporated into the liquid mixture, you can turn it up a little bit, okay, to get everything mixed up. In the meantime, you're going to want to butter your pan. And I just use a standard little bread loaf pan. Butter it up so it doesn't stick. This banana bread does not last longer than 24 hours in my house. It goes almost as quick as I make it. And a lot of it's me because I love bread and I love banana bread. And this is the best banana bread. I also add pecans or walnuts, depending on what I have, to the top. So yeah, I'm going to add pecans today. I like pecans better than walnuts, but I love walnuts too. Just I prefer pecans. Or y'all may call them pecans, or pecans, or pecans. Pecan. A pecan. Do y'all call it pecan? I grew up calling it pecan because I didn't know any better. But now, for years now, I say pecan. Because I'm like, why are you going to say pecan? Am I asking for a can to pee in? Are we out camping and we got to go pee in a can somewhere? Ooh, lit it up. Ooh, my big old mess over here. Y'all, I can't for myself. Ooh, all mixed up. All mixed up. Ooh. Hey, yeah. There we go. Yummy. And it can still be a little clumpy because of the bananas, and that's okay. That is perfectly okay. Let me get my pecans. My pecans. 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 Yeah, I got this. And there you go. Just pour it in. Hold on, y'all. I gotta answer the phone. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Good. I lost my spoon. I'm gonna dirty up another one. All right. I am gonna have to run out for a little bit, and I will be back to finish the banana bread together. All right, I'll see you guys back in a couple of hours, and we will get this banana bread going and finish up our stretch and folds and see what else we can get into.